Okay, today we are going to learn about memorandum revaluation account. So let's start straight away. Question says balance sheet premises 1 CR. It's given in the question. Premises 1 CR. Capital of A and B are given. It means A and B are the old partners. C is admitted as an equal partner. So A and B are old partners. And the profit sharing ratio of A and B is not given. So it is 1:1. Between A and B, profit sharing ratio नहीं दिया है question में, तो it is 1:1. Abhi C is admitted as equal partner. It means now onwards A, B and C will be equal partners. So between A, B and C it will be 1:1:1. Revised value of premises is 91 crores. Oh my God. The book value, the balance sheet value is 1 CR and the revised value is 91 CR. My God, there is a jump of 90 crore rupees in the value of premises. Let us assume that A and B, old partners, they started business 20 years back. So it has increased by 90 crores over a span of 20 years when A and B were partners. Correct? But book value of premises, book value means balance sheet value. The word book value means balance sheet value. The balance sheet value of the premises should remain unchanged. Oh, the value of the premises should remain unchanged? Boss, 1 CR का 91 CR हो गया. Now they are saying even after admitting C, in the new balance sheet, premises should be at same value. Even after admitting C, premises should be at same value. But my worry is, if you have admitted C and a new partnership deed is signed, okay, whatever profit loss is there after admission of C, whatever profit loss is there, whatever evaluation profit loss is there, everything will be distributed equally between A, B and C. It is mentioned in partnership deed. Now my worry is, अगर हम वैल्यू अनचेंज रखा 1 CR बैलेंस शीट में, अभी सी बन गया पार्टनर, तो आफ्टर फ्यू मंथ्स और आफ्टर फ्यू डेज जब भी रिवैल्यूएशन करेंगे तो ये 1 CR का अपने को 91 CR बताना पड़ेगा. वील हैव टू शो इट एट 91 CR. इट मीन्स जंप ऑफ 90 CR इज देयर. But now C has become a partner. C will also ask for that hike in the value of premises. He will also ask for the share in that hike of 90 crores. Question says unchanged. So keep it at 1 crore, no problem. चलो, question says keep it. But my worry is अगर हमने ऐसा रखा, C के एडमिट होने के बाद भी अगर हमने ऐसा रखा, तो फ्यूचर में जब भी रिवैल्यूएशन होगा तभी वो जो 90 करोड़ का हाइक है, अकॉर्डिंग टू द डीड इट शुड बी डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड अमंग ऑल थ्री. सो इन फ्यूचर 100% sure this is going to happen. What is going to happen? That jump of 90 crores will go to A, B and C equally 30. But is this correct? फ्यूचर में ये डेफिनेटली होने वाला है, बिकॉज आपने वैल्यू इतना ही रखा. फिर फ्यूचर में जब भी रिवैल्यूएशन होगा, एट द टाइम ऑफ एडमिशन of a new partner or retirement, and whenever evaluation takes place, C will claim the increase. So it will be distributed and the partners will be credited as 30, 30, 30. So इसका कैपिटल 30 से बढ़ेगा, इसका कैपिटल 30 से बढ़ेगा, इसका कैपिटल 30 से बढ़ेगा. But is it right? Is it actually right? Is it actually right? Why should C get the share here? Because this increase from 1 crore to 91 crore is in that 20-year span when C was not there. I'm very much worried. What are they saying in the question? Boss, question says keep it at the same value. Okay, चलो keep it at the same value. Future में क्या होगा? तीनों को जाएगा, लेकिन ये करेक्ट है? नहीं करेक्ट है. What is correct? What is correct? Increase of 90 crores should go only to this two. 45, 45. 100% this is going to happen. How to avoid this? How to avoid this? We just want 45, 45. So listen. हम चाहते हैं कि सिर्फ 45, 45 मिलना चाहिए, लेकिन ये होगा अभी. So now what to do? See how it is expressed in words. Our worry is we want only old partners to get the credit of 45, 45. This is what we want. A's capital should increase by 45, B's capital should increase by 45. This is what we want. We don't want to give credit to all three including C. ये नहीं चाहिए. So my friends, the problem has arisen because of the word unchanged. Unchanged. This is creating a problem. But then it is a condition given in the question. तो आप premises को ऐसे ही रखो. So see, final solution. See the solution now. What we will do is, we will prepare something called as memorandum revaluation account, which will be prepared in two parts. Just observe. At the end you will understand what I am trying to say. The first part we have to prepare in the usual manner. Usual manner, meaning premises from 1 has become 91. So there is increase in the value of premises. So we record in the credit side jump of 90 crores. Correct? Then let us say only one item of revaluation is there. This 90 CR is the balancing figure, profit. It goes to A and B. This is what we normally do, isn't it? In all the sums. Where unchanged is not given, normally we do this. So continue to do this. 45, 45. Acha. Now you are saying the premises value has increased by 90 crores. Increase ho gaya. So reval mein credit, sort of a profit. So here, original value 1 CR, second effect of this, add appreciation, 90. So now this has become 91. A and B gets 45, 45. So second effect of this, of 45, of 45. I'm giving the second effect of this by memo reval account. Correct? So first part you solve in the normal manner as you have been solving. Okay. Account is closed. Yes, you actually have to close it. Now in the second part, reverse this revaluation stuff. Reverse it. Here you said that there's an increase. Now you reverse it. So you reduce the value by 90 now. You reduce the value by 90. When you said it increase, you added appreciation. Now you are writing on loss side. So say depreciation. Sort of. 90. चलो. 91 minus 90. तो ये 1 CR आ गया जो अपना क्वेश्चन बोल रहा है वो 1 CR आ गया. So that is fulfilled. Now we close this part. Now we close this part. Again, 90 CR on this side now. 90 CR on this side. Distributed to all three. All three this time. First part ka profit only to old partners. Second part, reverse the entries, and then distribute to everybody. Okay? इसका second effect. इधर credit है. Second effect, to memo revaluation account. 30 CR, 30 CR, 30 CR. My friends. So, my friends, by doing this, what has happened? Now have a look at partners capital account. Just have a look at partners capital account. They got 45 credit A and B. So we also wanted that, na? Ki A and B should get 45, yeah. We wanted that. हाँ, तो वो मिल गया उनको. They are happy. In future, 100% sure 30 credit मिलेगा उनको. Because we are keeping this as 1 CR. So now C will also claim. So 100% they are going to get the credit, but we don't want this. We don't want to give them credit of 30. So this is nullifying what is going to happen in future. When I did this, what I am doing is, इसका मीनिंग क्या? पार्टनर्स कैपिटल में ये किया. What is the meaning of that? I am nullifying what is going to happen in future. They are going to get the credit of 30 in future. मैं आज ही, today only I am debiting by 30. Now let them get the credit of 30. It doesn't matter. See, by preparing memorandum revaluation account, two things are fulfilled. First is, only A and B should get 45. That is fulfilled. See here. Second, they will get the credit of 30. So just now you give them debit of 30. In future, let them take the credit of 30. Doesn't matter. So memorandum revaluation account is basically prepared to nullify the credit which even the new partner is going to get. Please try to understand. This word unchanged has caused the issue. For the last time, whenever in the question they say that some revised value is there, but it has to remain unchanged. So what you have to do? Prepare a memorandum revaluation account. First part, in the usual manner, only to the old partners in old ratio. First part, old partners, old ratio. Old partners, old ratio. In the second part, reverse the entries, and new partners, new ratio. New partners, new ratio. And see the value of the asset. First it was 1. Here the original value 1. फिर premises का value increase किया 90 से, so plus हुआ. Reverse किया premises को, तो वापस minus हो गया. It has come to 1 CR. So what the question wants, we have fulfilled. It should be unchanged. Our worry कि फ्यूचर में 30 का क्रेडिट मिलेगा, वो इधर डेबिट दे दिया. See here, A, B, C, debit 30. So first part, old partners, old ratio. Second part, new partners, new ratio. This is the concept, the logic of memorandum revaluation account. For the purpose of ease, I have just taken one item to explain. In the question, they will give you revised values of many assets and liabilities. They will give you revised value of many assets and liabilities, and at the end they will say the book value means balance sheet value. The balance sheet value should remain the same after admission. Whenever they say the book value has to remain same, what you have to do is, for the last time, prepare the revaluation account in the normal fashion. Here it is only one entry. Let us say there are 2-3 more entries over here, 1 or 2 entries over here, whatever. Old partners, old ratio. Then reverse all the entries. Reverse all the entries. New partners, new ratio. Okay, guys. So that was about memorandum revaluation account. Do not forget to subscribe my videos. To my knowledge, this memorandum revaluation is not there in 12th standard, I suppose. I'm not sure though, but I think it's not there in 12th standard. Of course, it's there in CA foundation type exams, intermediate exams. So just check it out. That's all in this session.